We've all been saving scraps of fabric left over from other projects, am I right? Well, I knew there was a reason I was keeping these. With the fabric artboard, you can mount fabric and embroidery for display simply and attractively. This is a project you'll really enjoy. First, choose a design pattern. To display a large print area or an embroidered design, choose a pattern with a large center block. Next, transfer the design to the fabric art foam board. Place the board with the white side up and lay a sheet of graphite paper over it. Place the design pattern right side up over the graphite paper. Align the corners of all three pieces and pin them in place. With a pen or a pencil and a ruler for keeping lines straight, trace the pattern. When you're finished tracing, the pattern design is transferred to the foam board and the pattern sheet can be used again for another time. Now we'll cut the pattern lines into the board with a serrated edged knife. Going just halfway into the board, keep the knife straight up and down. Standing while you work helps keep the motion even and steady. You can also use a ruler at this point to help keep the lines straight. When the pattern line meets the corner of the board, cut all the way through the board for a half-inch distance along those lines. This is for covering the back of the board. The finished fabric artboard has the look of a quilt, but unlike quilting, we won't be pre-cutting the pieces. Instead, lay a fabric piece over the area and lightly score the fabric into the cut lines. A simple tool like a butter knife works well. When you've outlined an entire piece, cut the excess fabric away, leaving a 1/4 inch of fabric. Now press the remainder of the fabric into the cut line. This is probably the most relaxing step, and it's rewarding as you get to see a glimpse of the finished project. Before placing your center image, you may find it helpful to mark a straight line on the fabric with disappearing ink. Follow the marked line as you score the fabric into the board. This trick helps keep your main image straight. You can give your fabric artboard a soft, fluffy look by using fiberfill or batting underneath the fabric pieces. Score a part of the shape and add a small section of fiberfill or batting at a time. Continue to score the remainder of the fabric into place and stuff as you go until the full piece is finished. After the main pieces are in place, it's time to cover the outside of the board. You need one piece of fabric that's 6 to 8 inches larger than the board itself. Make sure that this piece covers the back of the board and leaves enough fabric to cover the outside border and to score into the cut lines. Trim away the excess fabric, again leaving a 1/4 inch of fabric on the outside of the cut lines. Finish tucking the fabric into the borderline cuts and the corner cuts. At each corner, you will have a small tab of extra fabric. Find the middle of it, line this up with the corner slit on the board, and gently push it in with the knife. You can make a birth announcement, a wedding memento, a mounted quilt block, an embroidery display, whatever your choice. The fabric artboard is a medium that's easy to work with and enjoyable and gives impressive results.